welcome back to Reading Homestuck. Arthur crumpled up a piece of packaging right as I did the intro. I'm leaving that in because I've said it now.
It was a chocolate wrapper, and I was, hungry.
He was hungry. Look, you can't blame him.
I'm hungry.
He's untouchable legally.
I'm not.
Legally,
I'm not
he's
actually
untouchable.
food. I'll be real. Well, let me be clear.
Obama?
Yeah, but we got June and Arthur today.
Yeah, we're here.
Today. They're here.
We're here.
They're here.
We're here.
They're here.
Physically,
Hello, everybody.
mentally.
My name is.
Fuck's sake.
Sick, dude. Anyway.
Oh, radical, dude. Radical.
Tubular.
Tubular. Anyway, right. It's a comic.
Jackster. Guess who? I can't say who. I am totes undercover here. Unders. Up to my see-through butt in wily espionage. I'm literally Solid Snake right now.
No, hang on. I've just realised that the voice we've ended up with for, Sober Roxy is just the original Tavros voice.
Ah, fuck it, it fits. It fits better on her than it does fucking Tavros.
That's a good point. There's a reason Tavros is Stitch/Gollum now, I guess. I don't know what the reason is, but... it just...
Little Valley German Stitch.
Yeah, Little Valley German Stitch.
Oh, that means family.
Oh no, mein Blut smoken. Oh, das ist tweaken.
You didn't get me with blood smoking, you got me with Das ist tweaking. I had to come back around. It just took a second. It just took a second pass.
I apologize for the fucking raptor sounds I just fucking screamed into the mic.
The raptor sounds followed by unoiled door hinge.
Sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes it's just one of those days where you
want to wake up, everything's fine.
don't really know why, but you want to justify
ripping someone's head off.
Human contact.
It's just one of those days.
I fucking love that song.
It is good.
Oh yeah, shit.
Actually, you've got several lines. My apologies.
I got all the lines. I got all the lines, bitches. It is so cloak and dagger in this bitch. You don't even know. The Carapace men are all wearing jaunty suits. It's like I've become magically sealed in a lame spy fic, and now I'm having adventures that make no sense. Hell, I'm dressed to kill. Too bad none of these gents can see what a fucking fox I'm being. I would get one to light my cigarette so hard and then wink this whole bunch of times at him, and then seduce him for his secrets.
blind awareness.
Ooh la la. This adventure is steaming up. Such a racy twist would surely fog up their shiny black shells. Nah, but banging a chess dude probably ain't feasible or even remotely advisable to try. I wonder how that would work. I don't even... Well, you see them. They pretty universally do not wear pants. Like, what is even down there? Not a whole lot. Okay, Jay, we're getting sidetracked here. Let's focus. And yeah, don't think that my present jocular attitude and introspection on the subject of chess games dong means you're off the hook for ruining Janie's B-Day. You're still in some hot water for that, pal. You owe her something big to make up for your tooly ways. Let me know if you want to brainstorm with me about how to make it up to her. Try to get your ass out of the doghouse. And if you want to talk about what happened with Dirk, that's cool too. Yes. She found
just like-
alcohol.
I love how it's like, Jake, we gotta focus. All around me are familiar faces.
Jake, we gotta focus. Also, I wanna fuck one of the chess people.
He's fully paying attention.
I will fix all our shitty friendships single-handedly if I've got to. Like saving 3 dumb bawling teens from a burning building, and then hose their stupid asses down while the building collapses behind me. But enough of that. It's time for feelings. It's time for action.
Yeah.
But it's not time for feelings, it's time for action. Which means you're just the man for the job. The job of doing action. Shut up.
Literally never said anything.
What do you mean? He said so much.
He's just in a complete. He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's like we need you to fix your fucking friendship. We need you to fix your other fucking friendship. We probably need to talk about your fucking potentially currently ex relationship. I don't know at this point. And he's just like, ooh, sticker. It's like, no, man, for fuck's sake.
We need to get ready for a battle tomorrow. It's a big one. Some sort of like strife royale. So it's time to prepare. You should get to Prospect. I can explain more when you're there, but as long as you haven't left yet, I think we could use a bunch of new gear too. Gear which I think we shall agree must be diagnosed with the sickness. Your years of medical training have all been leaned to this. To make sure our showdown shit is ill as heck. So maybe you can get started on that? Jake? Jake! Oh my fucking god, what is going on? Why won't anyone talk to me? What am I, fucking invisible here? Wait,
Jesus Christ. This is...
No bullshit. There's
stupid.
still no excuse people ignoring me. ID, not GA, fuck? What magic bling I'm rocking or how voidy I'm being? You a-holes are behaving straight up rude. I don't need this shit. Fuck all y'all!
I love just like, hey, I'm here to fix all of your... I'm here to fix your problems. Ignored for several minutes. Now fuck this, die.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Roxy was trying to reach you, but you were so preoccupied with your Jeremy sticker you didn't notice. It was a rare lapse in awareness of your surroundings and your friends and their feelings, which you pride yourself in maintaining 24/7 as a dashing man of adventure. Fuck off. No, you don't. You refer to the unfaltering field of all-encompassing alertness as your Jigdar, which you think compares favourably to the spider senses from the comic books. Oh bother. It seems you just missed her. You hope she isn't too peeved by the rare social misstep. Rare social misstep. You guess you could try messaging her back and see if she... Oh, for God's sake.
No!
Oh god, hold the phone. Looks like someone else has decided to jeer you now. I wonder who it could be. The possibilities are endless, really.
Fucking kill me!
I fucking
Like right
wish-
now!
I fucking wish it was fucking Giselle on the line or some shit. I don't know. Somehow. Make it up. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't care.
Giselle's just like, hey! I don't know why that.
It's something about being on that fucking moon. It gives you power voice.
What's up? She would say that. She would say that. She would say that.
She would say that. She would say that. I know her personally.
She would say what's
And
up.
I can actually say that not as a shitpost now because I literally created her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, right. Who wants to take Jake? I'll stab myself in the fucking throat and do Caliborn again.
I'm letting Arthur do it. I want nothing
Arthur,
to do with this combo.
Arthur, step up to the plate, my man. You're Jake today.
Where is he?
Where has he gone? Where has he gone?
Oh my god, he's fucking gone.
What hope players, man, honestly. Hope bound and just disappearing into the into nowhere. What the fuck?
God, I already threw one.
I love when my input device just changes because Discord is a well-working program. It's so much fun.
Well done, Discord.
Oh my god, it's me. It's oh my god.
Oh my god, have you fucking seen the new Discord layout on mobile? It's fucking cancer.
I literally don't pay attention to anything unless everything has moved. I won't have even noticed. I think Jamie told me
everything
about this.
has moved.
I mean,
let me have a look at it.
I've seen the new Discord mobile. It's
Nothing is different. What do you mean?
I guess yours hasn't
exactly
updated then.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's fine. I have seen no change.
I don't. Maybe you haven't gotten the update yet. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I do not.
Anyway, I'm a grimy piece of shit who should be stricken from the record of this comic. Aha! Don't do it.
I do what now?
Waste your time with that bitch. You should thank me for distracting you from initiating a pointless conversation with an ugly hot woman.
Hey, take that back. Roxy's my good friend. Okay, take back all the parts that weren't a compliment. Or wait, is calling her hot a compliment, or is that creepy? Well, she's certainly pretty, but hearing it come from you sounds lecherous and dastardly.
Oh my fuck, shut up!
It's probably just my instincts as a brave boy kicking in. The old shivery bone acting up, you know? But I hear
No.
He's a brave boy!
He's a brave boy!
Not brave enough for this!
The old chivalry bone acting up, you know? When I hear a lady's good name getting besmirched, I just start seeing red.
Wow. Even I think you sound like
He turns communist? I'm seeing myself out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, honestly, considering Caliborn's here, seeing yourself out is probably a good fucking option.
That's the worst joke I've ever made. There's probably worse, but like I can't be bothered to recall.
Yeah, let's not bother recalling. But yeah. Wow, even I think you sound like a douche right now. But look, Jake Human, I didn't come to jeer you until you drip the weird face water out of your sockets. Even though it says I'm jeering you at the top, just ignore that.
Alright, sure.
I'm here on a different kind of business. I was hoping we could be more gentlemanly with each other.
Well, gentlemanly, you say. Well, that certainly sounds good.
Yes, I even looked it up in one of your Earth dictionaries to make absolutely sure I was using the word right. Did you know there does not exist a female equivalent of that word? There's no such thing as being gentlewomanly. I looked that up too, it isn't there.
Oh, it isn't?
Well, okay, it is, but I refuse to believe that's a real word. It's totally made up, and doesn't belong there. You know why it's probably in there.
The liberals. Of course.
Yes, it's the liberals! You get it, Jake. See, you and I were very similar.
We're not so different, you
We're
and I.
not so different, you and I. You hate the liberals.
Oh, no.
I hate the liberals. You disrespect women. I disrespect women.
Oh, I
We're
don't
the
get what you
same
mean.
guy.
I'm an incredibly respectful person toward those of the fairer sex. I would never do anything wrong. I'm a nice guy.
Well, yes, so am I. I call women fat and ugly, and for some reason they get upset about it. It's weird.
Oh, I wouldn't know why. I mean, that's such a strange thing.
I was wrong about you, Senator Armstrong. You're not
greedy. You're just batshit insane.
Play the clip. Just play the clip from the fucking I think it was the last clip. Play the clip of Arthur from the Best Of compilation again. Play that.
Oh my god.
I'm still happy with it. We reuse these assets.
Honestly, play the clip with Arthur, but like replace. No.
No, I'm not bothering. Just play the clip again. Anyway.
Just play the clip.
That clip should not be Carcat anymore because I like Carcat. That clip should be like the fact that it should just be the fact that paedophilia is acceptable in the comic. It's just that.
You know, the best part of that is that I could, with After Effects, just make that happen in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If I could be bothered, which I can't.
That's the new thing. It's like I will not stop mentioning the fact that they have a canonic groomer.
They have multiple. Who's
no, but one who's the good guy.
Good point.
Canonic groomer.
Yeah, and one who's the author. So.
And one, yeah. So here we are.
Anyway, because some silly bitch put it there. Trust me, this is not a notion which applies to that awful gender. Females are not biologically equipped to behave reasonably, as proven beyond a shadow of a doubt by empirical assertion. They are very shrill and insane and don't make any sense. Their emotions are out of control and their feelings never shut up. And worst of all, girls are very trenchant towards boys who would kindly inform them of the way reality fucking works. Talk about ungrateful. No, there's nothing worth.
It's a Reddit atheist.
See, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
It's a Reddit incel.
Women just don't talk to me because they only want the chads of the world.
I'm Stacy's.
Don't they know I have 4,000 karma on Reddit.com?
Do they not know?
Weak.
Do they not know how hard it was for me to 100% complete every single game in the Mario franchise?
I really hope
2
Paper
weeks.
Mario, whatever the number is now, comes out soon, please. I love Paper Mario. Hooray!
Do you have any idea how much time it took for me to collect together this Princess Peach? And that's the end of this joke.
You know, in terms of male
and that's Pokemon. The end of that joke.
Male, human, and female Pokemon breeding.
I said, and that's the end of that joke.
Bro.
Cut the mic. Cut his mic. Discord. Cut his mic again.
Wow. Good for him. Wow.
Anyway, there's nothing worthwhile to be gained from chatting up the bitches. As such, it is my solemn boy pledge that I will never bother speaking with your foul human strumpets again.
Strumpets?
Your boy pledge. Now, I don't mean to be obtuse, but people might refer to someone's boy pledge as something else, my friend.
What?
I don't know. Go back to episode 7 of this.
No. It's literally Jake stops midway through that explanation. Like there's a stone scraping noise as he turns directly to camera, and then in a speech bubble next to him, asterisk, see episode 7, citation 3.
Citation, look. He's a third-rate duelist.
with a
A
fourth-rate dick.
dick.
We've referenced
no.
it now.
He took my
We're gonna
boy
get
pledge.
age restricted.
No.
The fourth-rate boy pledge.
You're a third-rate boy with a fourth-rate boy pledge.
No. Alright, go on, read the stupid comic.
Yeah. Through careful observation of your party, I've determined they are both useless and holding you all back. On the other hand, both of your male players are pretty good. The other guy and his red floating male ghost, they're so strong. It's so great. I really respect that.
Wow, yeah, I mean, I really should be talking about Dirk right now, because not defending my friends that you've just, literally slandered off in front of me. I really like Dirk. That's who I'm going to talk about.
You're not
Did
as
someone
strong.
say...
You're not as strong, but whatever. You're alright anyway. Let's face it, compared to the feckless hoes, you're in a class of your own.
Again, I really should be talking about the fact that this is now about me. I thought you hated me. At least that's how I remember it. I remember it when we last talked, which was admittedly a while ago. I've never really been accused of having a photographic memory, and I don't recall you typing green either. Are you ripping me off, bro?
I wanted to hear.
Hey, come on
I
down
wanted
the
to
end.
hear
Come on down
someone.
the ends. Yeah,
I wanted to hear someone honestly, absolutely slag off every single woman I've ever talked to. Come on.
Why aren't we talking about me? Stop talking about them.
I'm not going to talk about them ever. They do not exist to me. Anyway. No, you fucking moron. If I stoop to your level and decided to jack any portion of your swagger, don't you think you'd need to earn my respect first?
I don't really think I understand anything about you,
Yes,
really.
exactly. Understanding is what I notice you don't do as often as possible. This is what I'm talking about, Jake. It is why I've taken an interest in you. I absolutely
Sorry, I'm not
love
gay.
people who have... You're in a relationship with a man.
That don't make me gay.
I had socks on, mate.
I'm not fucking you with my shirt off. I'm not gay.
And then we all wake up and realise that the last few episodes of this series have been a terrible nightmare.
Oh no.
And the comic is actually nothing like this in reality. God, I wish. Because you're dumb as a bag of teeth. I've checked you out from many different monitors. You're just spectacularly unintelligent.
Oh, hey, come on.
Settle down, I was trying to pay you a compliment.
Oh, sorry. Go on then.
What the Well, to casual observers, you might appear too stupid to know how far pants are supposed to go down your legs. I know that it's quite possible. You're just misunderstood.
We're not so different, you and I.
I, too, do not know how to put on clothes on my own.
I do not know how far trousers are meant to go down my legs.
It's possible that you just have a special mind, like me.
Oh, wow, you think so? Well, I mean, not to sound too self-obsessed or anything, but I've given it some thought, and maybe there is something special about me, and nobody can understand. Maybe that's why I always seem to be botching things up the wazoo with my pals. Maybe that's why I feel like such a loner. Oh, I don't know. I'm rambling, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately. What about you? Does being special make you screw the pooch with your friends like it does for me? Also, this is a conversation I should be having with this person. I should be amiable toward this person who has just slandered my friends.
Yes, that's what makes my brain so special.
Rain.
I think we're talking about a different type of special.
Also, I do love, on top of all this, just... Wow, yes! I'm just it's fully just... I'm too smart to be friends with these people. You're right.
Wow.
Women are just too stupid to talk to me. That's definitely the takeaway I should be having here.
They just don't understand
I'm just
me.
really special. I'm just so built different.
I
am the exception.
That's why I don't need to actually put effort into building relationships. My God.
Wow.
People should just, do what I want them to do immediately.
Wow. Stand strong, Dirk. Stand proud, Dirk. You're strong.
Stand strong, Dirk. You're proud.
You're proud. Yeah. As Jake English began to open his domain.
Are you the one who would leave it all? Nah, I'd win. Or are you stand proud, I'm strong, left it all behind his overwhelming intensity? Nah. As he began to open his domain, he said, I'm you, me, I'm the strongest. Nah, I'm you, me, I'm just sniffing the air to make sure I'm not smelling toast right now. What the fuck was that?
Lobotomy Kaizen. You wouldn't get it.
As Nah I'd Win began to open his domain.
Can I just read the fucking line?
I'm me, I'm you. Nah.
Always bet on Nah I'd Win.
Jujutsu Kaisen, but every character has a speech impediment.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, alright, go read.
Basically, that's what Lobotomy Kaizen is.
Go read.
No.
Read your last pathetic line.
I don't have any friends, Yugi.
Yugi boy. I'm very lonely.
What is Terezi doing here?
God, I wish we were in a conversation with Terezi. Please, God.
No, Yugi boy, I'm incredibly lonely.
Jake, what the fuck?
Both of you people are absolutely fucking terrible. And I'm in a relationship with Gamzee right now.
Ugh. Forgot about that guy.
You just had to go and just instinct. I feel like you should be numb to Gamzee at this point.
No, because I didn't see all the shit that went down. So I went from him being just weed mocha to him just being a loser.
I mean, you should be numb to him sheerly by virtue of you've had to experience this asshole. Which one am I talking about? Yes.
No, I would. I'm never gonna be numb to idiots. I will still make sure I respond.
I feel like idiot is a bit beyond the pale. I think we're a bit beyond the pale of idiot. I got that backwards.
Yeah, no, I know what you meant though. It's fine.
Yeah.
Always bet on Nah I'd Win.
Always bet on as he opened his Nah I'd domain expansion.
I really want to point out to you two that we have been here for 5 minutes.
Read then.
I'm trying.
Ignore us.
I have been trying to. Anyway. No, I don't have any friends. For my people, the word for friends is flaws. Arthur, are you gonna read the line?
Nah, I don't.
Okay, we'll just
Alright, no, it's fine. Oh, probably not, but it should be. Because it's true. As a matter of my perfect philosophy about everything. But the fact
hang
you
on.
clearly hate.
Hold up for a fucking second. You're here. That's my line.
Right. Sorry.
You're here.
I was gonna say, why is he talking like the other guy now?
Yeah, no, you missed him. You missed him entirely.
No, I read.
You did read. You just read the wrong thing.
Nah, I'm illiterate.
Nah, I
Always
wouldn't read.
bet on illiteracy.
Yeah, I always do. I always do, and I always get my money back. I always get my money. Anyway, you're gonna actually read the correct line?
Wow, really?
I heard that peak the levels. I heard that peak.
Wow, really?
Please stop.
Nah,
Probably not.
I'd win.
But it should be. Because it's true. As a matter of my perfect philosophy about everything. But the fact that you clearly hate your friends and are ready to shed them like the dry skin of a serpent indicates that we share a very special quality among brotherly bros who must work harder with our brains than everyone else, so we may achieve brutal supremacy over them all.
Wow. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I do love my friends, you know? I mean, I was told once I had a lot of potential. Certainly that's how all pages are, and it takes them freaking ever to reach it. 4 freaking ever, god bloody hell. And funnily enough,
you can't read either?
Well, we're not so different, you and I.
We're not
and
so
funnily
different,
enough,
you and I.
it was a
I mean, one could say I'm you.
Part of my own untapped potential itself, but disguised as my best bro, which was, well, peculiar to say the least. Is that your situation? Are you a page too? I'm I.
Hell no. But thanks for the laugh. My class is so much better than yours, it's not even funny.
My class is bigger than yours.
Laughed. Yeah, even though I just laughed. Mine is the best of all, while yours is fucking trash.
Alright, okay, stop being rude. Come on. Don't be rude. Oh, alright, what's yours then?
There we go. Lord.
Fine then, geez, sorry for asking.
What? No, that was not a short remark of frustration. It was the answer, dumbass.
You've gone down.
Yeah, no, it's literally just.
Oh.
It's the master class. Don't you losers do any homework on this game? You'd think you would all be experts with how much my sister harangued you on this tedious shit.
What's harangue?
Since I've had great success so far.
Great success.
It,
Very nice.
Since I've had great success so far in progressing through this dead session, I decided it was time to bite the bullet and return home.
I agree, you should shoot yourself.
You should do that. You should definitely do that, Caliborn. And
You should kill yourself now.
As Caliborn pulled out his pistol and pointed it at his head.
Everyone fucking cheered and clapped. And returned
And he
home.
said, "Nah, I die."
Nah, I'd I.
For fuck's can we just name this episode LobotomyStuck?
I might. And return home to retrieve all of her terrible texts on the subject of this game and of your story. I have pored over every nauseating verse. It has been a true exercise in
Sounds like
agony.
you're the, reading nerd guy.
Few could possibly understand my suffering. But that's
Oh
okay,
no.
because I'm not the idiot kid I used to be. Now I know that what it takes for me to learn and grow stronger is excruciating effort. So I have a choice, which is to either be weak when weakness is completely unacceptable, or to suffer forever until no one else exists who is stronger than me. And that's your choice too, Page Human English.
Thanks for remembering my name? Oh, sakes alive! It's a bit extreme, no?
For you, probably even more so. Because as a lowly page, and as an even lowlier human, you're utterly worthless. And so your trials, I believe, must include proving to Paradox Space that you even deserve to exist in the first place. And while my trials will be similarly grueling, a lord's worthiness is at no point ever in doubt. His nobility is manifest. Supreme mastery waits for him patiently, like an empty throne under heavy guard. Reality already knows I will prevail, just as it knew I would predominate. And so inevitability is always on my side. It is my, what do you call it? Birthright? Birthright.
This is my birthright. Oh, wow. I mean, I don't think that's a word, but hey, you are the Lord and I'm the lowly page.
Damn straight. Never forget who you're meant to serve.
I'm meant to serve.
There's fucking
cunt.
more of it.
Now, wait just a minute, buddy.
Okay,
Let's not get carried
back
away.
Off from the mic a little bit, just a teensy
Alright,
bit.
sorry.
You are peaking the listeners.
Am I?
You do sound like you were eating it.
Nah,
Has it just
I'd eat.
has it just solved the problem of me being way too quiet? Because I used to be way too quiet.
I
I
think
had to
you
just.
did.
Alright.
I think
Yeah,
you
never,
did.
never mind. Now
Maybe
wait just a
maybe
minute,
the problem
buddy.
was you hadn't yelled into your microphone enough.
Let's not get carried away. I have no intention of serving you. In fact, I'm not even sure why I'm still talking to you. And also, why I haven't defended any of my friends. You're lucky that my manners are impeccable. Otherwise, I would have blocked you already with that scandalous way you characterised my lady friends alone. In fact, it's my manners that kept me from doing that, because it's good manners not to block people who are just fucking slandering your friends. That's how it works. And it's all well and good that you think we may have some things in common, but I won't fall for it, even though I did. And maybe it's true at times I could be a little slow on the uptake, but I will not be sweet-talked into doing the bidding for a silver-tongued cur. So to you, Sir Lord, I must say, good day.
Jake, you stupid shit. How can you be this dumb? Alright, first of all, my tongue is not silver. That's very close to being insulting to me.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realise it. That's rude. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I can't even go high-pitched. It's still too fucked. Right, whatever. Look, I know you are not the most quick-witted fella either, so I must inform you, this is what we call a figure of speech. You know, like if I said you spoke with a forked tongue. Not unlike Lucifer himself.
But I actually do have a forked tongue.
Oh, really?
Wait, is that seriously an insult in your culture? How is that insulting?
Okay, that's a good next line. He's got a good line next. Oh, it just means you aren't trustworthy. I should not be lulled in by your false promises, you know?
Wow, okay, wow. First, not only are you an imbecile, you're fucking racist, too.
No, I am not. I would never be racist. I just happen to vote for the Tory party and live in a high-income area. And you know, look, I'm not racist. All right, I'm just aware of the facts.
Ignore this large donation I made to the UKIP party. Ignore that.
Just fucking
ignore this donation to Reform UK.
Ignore the fact that I voted against allowing a black family to move into our neighbourhood, alright? I'm just worried about the community. I'm not racist. I'm just aware of the facts.
I'm just built
You know,
different.
it's just
Caliban.
statistics, that's all I'm saying.
Jake,
God.
you just said some racist shit. End of story. Second of all, I'm not...
I would
I'm
never
not
be
asking you
racist.
for a damn thing. As if you have anything to offer me at all. The very idea that you could in any way improve my existence is almost as offensive as your flagrant racism. There's no deal with the devil bullshit going on here. I'm offering to help you, strictly as a pro bono arrangement. And my assistance will be an unconditional act of benevolence.
That is exactly what the devil would say. Word for word. Literally exactly what the devil would say. Those would be his exact words in that order. Anyway, don't you mean
it's me,
benevolence?
the devil. I would not say this.
Oh, okay then, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Anyway, but why do you want to help me? Is it really just because you relate to me and therefore want me to succeed?
Let's not be too sentimental here. I mean, yeah, I guess there's our common ground. But what I'd really like to do is groom a worthy adversary, not another one!
We already knew he was a groomer. We've met.
Wait, why are we surprised by
That's
this?
a good point. That's a good
Why
point.
are we surprised by this?
I'm not
It's just-
surprised. I'm just angry.
This you?
Put the fucking image on screen again. Put it on fucking.
As Jake
I
opened
love
his
that
domain,
image, alright.
It's you.
he
you did
called
make a
out
good
to
point. You did.
Caliban
You did
and
put it
said,
together.
"This you."
As this you opened his domain.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm That's still my favourite thing.
If I help you.
Look, at least the
reach
shit
your
I'm saying makes
potential-
sense.
If I help
Yeah.
you reach your full potential, as a page of hope, you could become extremely powerful someday. Maybe even powerful enough to pose a challenge to me. Or maybe even enough to beat me. When I said meant to serve,
I meant cunt.
serve meant more than one thing. You know, like kick my ass. Wouldn't you like that, Jake? Don't you like to roughhouse? Or maybe I had you wrong. Maybe you're in fact a girly man who does not like to roughhouse.
Oh, I like my house
Nah, you don't look
especially
like a
rough.
femboy.
Don't say that.
I have never
I want my
touched
houses to be-
sandpaper in my life.
I want my houses to be especially rough. Don't say that about me. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say that. Shut up. All right? I love to roughhouse. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say that about me. I'm going to get really angry and cry in a moment. So don't say that about me. All right? And if you do say that about me again, I'm going to shit myself on camera in front of you and to make you smell it. That's right. I'm
Jesus.
so angry right now. I'm so very. I'm right peeved. All right? You know what? I need a sparkling water to calm down.
No, I think okay. It was like it's good, and then it's I need a sparkling water to calm down. And it's like no, it's over the edge. It's done. I'm done. I'm dead on the ground.
We're gone.
I'm I.
What? Excellent.
God's sake.
Then our commitment is sealed. I will help you reach your full potential. Let us mark this pledge with a special new desktop wallpaper I have drawn for you.
Cool.
It is how I envision the idealized depiction of our collaborative bromanship. I've been getting so much better lately, with a lot of hard work as usual. I'm able to bring the many small angles mostly under control, to simulate the illusion of photorealistic forms of color
Oh
and
no,
light.
not hyper-realistic blood, please, no!
Jake, I give you my fine arts. Also, incidentally, I wrote this little story. It's called Sonic.exe. I hope you like it.
Hyper-realistic blood in it, Anna. Oh my god, he's improved. Wow.
Holy shit, he's
not.
Why
it's
does it
not
look like he's taking a selfie?
Fuck if I know.
Shawty's like a melody in my head.
Fucking.
Of course Cal's there. I'm not surprised.
Scroll up. I'm you.
Fuck you.
Wow, that's mighty special.
Go on, apply it to your device. I will wait.
Yeah, ooh, maybe later.
No, do it now.
Oh, okay, right. Well, you're gonna make me say it. All right, I don't think I want to be honest. No offense, it's just shit.
Apply the wallpaper this fucking instant, you cretinous Philistine, or the deal's off.
Alright, fine. Gad freaking zooks. Just what I need, another pushy bro in my life. Oh, I have another line. Well,
yeah, I was going to say, you're going to read the last line?
No, I'm not going to fuck you. Kill yourself. Yeah, what about that, huh? You mad? Yeah, cope.
Anyway. It's not training. It's just some guidance from a faraway alien. I will be your patron troll. That's like this whole thing in your story, having a patron troll.
Cool.
Are you...
Oh, alright, sorry, I'll read it. Oh, I thought you weren't a troll.
Of course I'm not a troll. Trolls are kind of pestilent vermin, and they should all suffer and die. Patron troll is just a phrase
Right, you said I
you
was
understand.
Look, you know...
I'm the only one allowed to be racist around here.
No, alright, no, I've donated enough to the Tory party, I've earned that right too.
Pathetic. Idiot. Fool. I have donated to insert, like, so many different government organizations around the world.
And alt-right groups.
Yeah, and alt-right groups.
Hooray! Oh, sorry. Right. Well, I mean, it's not helping me understand, though. Shouldn't you be a patron cherub, if anything?
No! God, don't make up terms for what I am. I will do that. I will just be your patron dude. Or maybe your patron man, bro.
Oh, that sounds pretty gay, I'm gonna be honest.
What the hell is that?
What's what?
Gay. What's gay, you idiot fuck?
Oh, right, yeah, okay, forgive me, I forget you aren't familiar with
I looked down for one
lingo.
second, I thought you guys were riffing.
It's like, okay, right, how do I explain it? You know, it's a rather old-fashioned term for being jolly and festive together. It's like that rollicking time we had scrumming the other eve sure was gay.
I see. Then yes, you're correct. This is going to be gay as hell.
But it's also when you put your dick in my arse.
Oh, it's the boy.
Oh, goody! Oh, this is just the way I like my hijinks. So when do we start?
There's not much to this. I just tell you some shit to do and then you do it. And the ultimate dumbness of it all is you probably were going to do a lot of it anyway.
Oh, I was? Huh. How was I going to do the stuff if you didn't tell me to? You know, I was going to do it like on accident.
No, the thing is, I think I was always going to tell you.
Oh, I don't understand. You've lost
Neither
me.
do I. Neither do I.
Oh, okay then. Well, I'm glad we settled that.
But I kind of get it on some level. As a Lord of Time, I think I'm going to master time. Not with my brain, which would be too hard, but with my instincts. Like in a way that works with my natural impulses, such as my ambition, my will to commit mayhem, my desire to punish those I despise.
Look, not to interrupt you, mate, But I think those come from your brain.
Did interrupt me.
I don't give a shut the fuck up, you little shit. Alright, I don't give a fuck about you. A fuck about your
piece of shit, human tadpole.
I'm the top of this
bastard,
relationship, you little shit.
What the fuck is a top?
Bend over.
What is a top?
That's your new name now, bitch. Your name is Bend Over.
My name is Taliban, you shitbag.
Yeah, that sounds exactly what Bend Over would say.
Who the hell is this Bend Over? I will destroy him!
It's you! You're Bend Over! Yeah, go destroy yourself. Ooh, cry about it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, you little shit. And you're gonna like it, and so am I. And we're gonna go on a date afterwards, or beforehand.
Bro, I'm just here!
Yeah, she's just here. For better or
this bit is
worse.
So long.
Yeah,
My
honestly,
god,
honestly,
it really is episode 7 all over again.
No, at this point we literally just the difference is with episode 7 we did a funny bit because we thought it was just a funny bit. With this, we're doing a funny bit because this is just annoying and.
If there's another page of this, do you want to take like a 15-minute break and I'll read it, or like, well, not 15, but like a couple minute break and I can just read a bit of book.
Oh yeah, we're doing that. 100%.
Yeah, sure.
Even if this is the last page, we're doing a bit of book to clear the air, freshen things
sure.
a bit, you know.
I'll go for a piss before we do that.
Yeah.
All right, Bend Over. Continue talking.
So if I want you to become strong, so that you can challenge me later, and I see evidence.
Want you because you to become strong, or are you the strongest because you, I'm I?
You probably become successful. I think to myself, why shouldn't I be the one to make that happen, if it's going to anyway? I think part of my personal quest is to become at ease with the forces of inevitability. Inevitability that all things should and will fall in my favor. That all causality answers to me, and that all outcomes not only serve me, but consist of my being.
Reverse Buddhism.
So I feel that the more I grow in power, the more stuff it should turn out I am responsible for, up to and including everything that ever happens, even if it has to be retroactively.
Wow, you caused the Holocaust? Yikes!
Yes.
What a dickhead. Anyway, don't reckon I understand much of that either, but I guess I'm not supposed to.
What you just did there, Arthur, is completely non-canon because Jake clearly would never talk about anything or anyone that isn't himself or what's immediately.
Oh, you're right. You mean you caused me to trip and fall down the stairs yesterday?
Which is worse than anything else that has ever happened in the history of any universe.
Ever.
Wow. No one's ever done anything worse than made me trip.
Down the stairs. Me not being a time maestro or what have you. I guess I should be boning up on Hope though. Speaking of boning, what can you tell me about that? Yeah, what can you tell me about boning, Bend Over? You should know.
In your stupid analogy, human English. In your stupid analogy, wouldn't you have taught me all of that? How would you not know?
Well, look, alright, maybe, I'm a naive, young...
Get fucked, idiot! Get fucked!
Alright, have you ever seen Brokeback Mountain?
What the fuck?
I've never even seen a mountain!
Have you ever heard the song that goes, he's bouncing off my booty cheeks, I love the way he rides, I can barely breathe when he's pumping deep inside.
I have never heard of a song before, anything like that, and I do not appreciate it.
You should listen to that song. You should listen to that one. I think you'd really enjoy it, Bend Over.
Okay, fucking, I don't know a fucking thing about hope. It's supposed to be a force of unparalleled power, but really, it sounds so lame. But I guess that's why it makes sense that it's your aspect. You strike me as a guy who is lame enough to hope someone to death. So why don't you tell me about it?
Let's send hopes and prayers to the people of wherever there is a problem. Oh, I would tell you about hope? No. Well, I think it's something I think everyone should have in their hearts.
I knew it. You just said the lamest possible thing.
Hey, I wasn't finished, alright? I had to say something about fucking you in the eye. Yes, exactly that.
No!
Hope to me is all about believing in stuff. If you believe in stuff, then everything feels like it's going to turn out A-OK. I hate that I'm the same aspect as this fucking loser. If you believe in stuff with enough gusto,
man,
I dare to say it imbues that stuff with a pinch more chutzpah and even the fake stuff. And if you keep an open mind and an adventurous spirit, that chutzpah flows directly into your heart. I mean, that's when you have the power. So I think if hope grants the power to smite villainy and vanquish hooligans, that's probably where it comes from.
Okay, first off, if something flows into your heart and it's not blood, that's going to give you a disorder.
Oh, yeah. Sure,
Also,
sure.
second off, Arthur, Jake is distinctly the best member of your aspect in the canon comic.
I don't care. He's a loser.
Both of us have a terrible fucking experience. June gets to at the barest minimum share her aspect with Rose.
I get to be...
Bare minimum.
Yay!
And Arania and Vriska, but that last one's like a...
remember, I did the quiz a few times. I'm the schizophrenia of lobotomy.
I share mine with a killer clown and a worse killer clown, and you share yours with a Nazi, a greaser creep, and this idiot.
'Cause I'm a creep, but I'm a weirdo.
No! Oh god, no. That is actually the worst thing I've ever read. That can't be right. I refuse to believe it.
But there's your problem, dude. You just don't want to believe. Just let go and believe in things. And then you'll find you had the power all along, 'cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
You're so dumb! I just can't believing it. How truly stupid you are. Whatever, forget I asked. I'm sure you'll find out what hope is really about instead of that sickle bullshit once you've become a god tier.
Not funny.
Right, we're taking a break from the comic. Book, please, I beg.
Let me go for a piss, and then I'll read you what's the latest part I wrote. So it's part of the interviews with Angra Mayanyu.
Fuck.
And I'll give you a bit of context once I'm back. You go for a piss. I'm gone.
I'm gonna make myself a fucking sandwich.
I'm gonna get a drink. We're cutting this interim out.
So, Angra, you've been... I should give you some context. So, he's been interviewing Angra. He's kind of gotten to Angra's place, and they have been talking for a little while, and he's been trying to interview him, but obviously what will happen... Like, this will explain a decent amount of it, but basically, he's reached Angra Mayanyu, and he's at the point of interviewing him. But there has been some difficulties, because obviously Angra Mayanyu doesn't know who he is, and it's like, who the fuck are you? So
and for those who remember the first book segment, I don't know if you've actually mentioned this on the channel or not.
Angra Mayanyu is the actual name of Mr. Rage.
Yeah, Angra Mayanyu, Mr. Rage.
Mr. Rage is Mr. Rage it's a funny name, but Angra Mayanyu is an actual name for like a fantasy book.
It was a prototype.
Yeah.
It was a first draft.
So, Angra, since you've been dodging my questions for almost 2 weeks now, I'll take the hint and change topics. Take the hint? Bloody hell, I outright told you to give me more time. I have to remember it myself, you know? It's not exactly worth telling you a story I can't bloody well recall. 1 second. Wrong word order. This is why it's good to read things back.
Always good to edit these things and, reread.
Angra and I had grown marginally closer since that evening, spending these last 3 weeks trying to coax out any more information, and, to both our dismays, finding Angra's memory sorely lacking. Instead of focusing on the past, today, I think we shall stay more in the present. Even your lacking memory should be able to manage that. We were peeling root vegetables at the time, backs to one another, sat on a large rock in what he referred to as his sitting spot, which was rather just two heavily weathered tables, delivered as thanks for a job by someone a good 10 years or so back, and the large flat rock which we were sat on, set between them. Let me add some commas there. The large flat rock, which we were sat on, set between them. Though it served the purpose of allowing us to both get on with work and remain comfortable enough to converse. Right, the present. That's like right now, ain't it? As he said that, I felt his weight shift behind me, as though he were looking up at the sky ponderously. He often did that when approaching more metaphorical concepts. Yes, right now. I nodded. Good, yeah, I can certainly manage that. He sounded rather pleased to be confident in managing a task for once. His enthusiasm for my quest waxed and waned intermittently, but he generally enjoyed when he was able to help. I'd like to study your power, what the people who I first travelled with referred to as lifting. I'd rather like to understand the actual nature and parameters of it. The nature and what? He turned around now and lifted his gesture upwards. Let me just... No. I'll just rewrite that to gestured upwards, because that's sort of incomprehensible string there.
Yeah.
He turned around now and gestured upwards with the half-peeled root vegetable he held. Sorry, yes. Sorry, yes, parameters. It means, like, rules and workings of it. He continued staring at me expectantly. Workings of it means just how it works. I sighed. I often used phrases Angra had never heard before, and so to ensure easy communication, we had made a deal early on that if I said something he didn't understand, he would tell me to clarify, and I would. But in return, he was not allowed to complain about the fact that I spoke so bloody fancy. For God's sake, why not just say that then? He continued to gesture exasperatedly, turned back round to his work. Hey, you know the deal. I explained it, no complaining. Fair's fair. I joined him and continued to peel away at the veg. We were well practiced at this, having to make the weekly slop for his animals meant a lot of peeling and boiling veg. Anyway, what do you think of the idea? Are you happy with me studying your power? What? Yeah, sure. Not sure why you'd want to. I'd want to. But go ahead. Sorry, spelling mistake. I'm not sure why you'd want to, but go ahead. Well, actually, studying workings of magics is a passion of mine. I used to do it for a job in my home country. Oh yeah? Where was that? Oh, a place just due most of here called Barkson. Never heard of that? Not surprised, it's outside of the bowl after all. What? He suddenly shot up like I had struck him from behind. There's places outside the bowl? I'm not sure if I've read the part, but the bowl is basically the ring of mountains surrounding the Folklands.
I had not mentioned that, but
okay, yeah.
Good to clarify.
That's cool.
Good to clarify.
He often tells me I laughed for a full hour straight, though I suspect it is a mighty exaggeration, but I did laugh long, loud, and with great and genuine mirth. And when I finished, Angra had long since stopped paying me heed, continuing with his work and, after a point, picking up mine. Yes, Angra. Yes, there are lands outside the bowl. My apologies. That was simply too unexpected to hear from you. He turned back towards me, thoroughly put out, not half because of the lack of company for the past however long it had been. Finally done, are you? Well, sorry that I'm so stupid. It struck me that I'd quite literally laughed at him for a great period of time. I had not meant to be so cruel, but it was beyond composure upon hearing that. Angra, you're right, sorry. That was crude and unbecoming of me. Wait, no, sorry, that was cruel and not good of me. He nodded at that. Better. It's true, I'm not the smartest, I know it. His expression was not grim, but instead slightly sorrowful, as though he lamented on some lost path he cut short long ago. Well, then, Angra, my good man, how about I offer you an apology, and in so, I will answer any questions you have about the world. Missing an L there? So that you can feel a little more confident in your knowledge of things. This caught his attention. He turned back round towards me, pushing his table around next to mine. All right, Khan, you knower of knowledge. Amuse me. We rearranged the seating spot into an area more palatable to proffer conversation. Electing to sit instead on the tables and peel the veg on our laps, tossing the finished product between us into a large pot sat on the flat stone. Tossing the finished product into a large pot sat on a flat stone between us, sorry. So then, Angra, I suppose you have the floor? He just cocked his head and looked at me expectantly. You are the one who is speaking first, I said exasperatedly. He was clearly enjoying the prospect of leading the discussion, and though I suppose I owed it to him to let him get his own back. Well, tell me about the world outside the bowl. What's it like? I drummed my chin slowly with my index and middle fingers, hoping through that literal action I might metaphorically drum up some good ideas of where to begin. Well, for a start, it's far nicer, much less dry. It rains more than twice a year in most places, though. In most places. Though in some it rains more than twice a week. Bloody hell, that sounds awful. How do people stay dry? He leant forward over the edge of the table as if to get closer, like this was some conspiratorial meeting over the ways of the weather. Well, in those places, the sky is blocked out by trees so thick the sun only touches the floor once every 100 shakar of travel, so not much rain actually reaches the people. He looked straight over to his small orchard, if it can even be called so, of 5 spindly trees. How the hell do trees block out the sun? Oh, yes, the trees here are thin and wiry. Well, the trees in those places are huge, great things, taller than the walls of your strange cove. Fuck me, sounds magical. Oh, it's actually awful. The air there is so hot and wet, it sticks to you like snot. I thought back to my time spent trekking through the great swamps of Naheti, worst trip I ever made. Well, you said the world outside was nicer than here, Angra indignantly snorted, knocking me out of my reminiscing. Well, on the whole, those places are debatably as bad. On the whole, but those places are debatably bad, if not worse. Something I wholeheartedly agree on with to this day. Some plants are awful. Sorry, I don't know this part incredibly well. It's my first time reading it back. Well, alright. What's your home like?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, nothing special. Just a flat grassy area. Just flat grassy areas and the occasional hilly bits. Though I lived in a city, actually. I was a professor of arithmetics at Carlston University. Another indignant stare. Right, so you know I have no fucking idea what any of that means, so obviously you're going to have to explain all of it. So start with grass. What the fuck is that? Grass is a tiny green plant. Think of loon pelt, think of yoon pelt, but green, and it covers the ground as far as the eye can see. I was stumped for how to explain grass to someone who had never seen it, or any plant without spikes. So the land is fur where you're from, but isn't. So the land has fur where you're from, and that fur is a plant. Yes, but it isn't fluffy, it's more solid and soft. Oh, incredible. Now the other bit, the protector of arteries at Carlston. His memory functioning at the youthful level, it seems. Professor of arithmetics at Carlston University. Yes, I was getting to that. I shuffled slightly in my seat and tossed my newly peeled edition into the pile, roughly 4/5 of the way done now. A university is like a school, a place where you go to learn, but it's for people that want to learn very specific, specialised stuff, like how to be a doctor or an alchemist. An alchemist brews potions or other medicines. Right, and what did you do? With that, I leant back and took a short, sharp breath through my teeth. I taught the theoretical concepts surrounding the quantitative and equation-based elements of magic. I've not seen a more perfect reaction to encapsulate the public opinion of my field of work. Even magic enthusiasts who devote their lives to the study of the arcane and its secrets scoff when I tell them of my field. Bastards. And Angra himself looked at me with the dull confusion of a monkey that had just witnessed a common street performer's trick to make a cheap plastic rose appear from seemingly nowhere, mixed with the complete apathy and uninterest that the same monkey would have with being gifted the very same plastic rose. I literally cannot dumb it down for you without spending literal weeks going through the theory of magic. He nodded, slowly gesturing for me to go on. Though, I suppose I could say I taught a bit of magic, but not really, because I taught all of magic, but just only one way of doing it. Right, so you teach one way of doing magic. Yes, but not really, because... I suppose you could say it's one way of imagining magic. Hopeful. Oh, shut up, it's not very well regarded. I can only imagine. I said shut up! He had finished his vegetables now and was walking over to pick up a portion of my pile, smugly grinning as he did so. Look, it's very interesting once you get past the initial barriers to entry, you know. Aye, and those barriers are, well, no one cares about it, and it has no practical application for 99% of people. Well, 99% of mages, to be honest. With that, Angra mirrored my early cruel but genuine bout of laughter. I can see why you've gone into storytelling. Oh, fuck off, Angra. A few moments passed as we laughed and finished the last of the peeling. It seemed as though this was the natural end of the conversation, and as such we continued the usual nothings of a more casual conversation. That evening we spent boiling down and mushing up the newly peeled assortment of veg for the soup, and then, once it had gone cold and lumpy, animal slop. So as we sat down once again to once again relax in the only company we each other had, I readied myself to begin asking some questions about Angra's lifting. But before I could, he began to cut me off. He began to cut me off and asked, "So, where did you say your home country was?" He was faced away from me as he asked for it, rummaging through the sacks. Rummaging through the sacks and crates for his masher, a large cudgel he had repurposed due to its lacking use as a weapon. Pardon? He turned back to me properly now, the inquisitive gleam back in his eyes. Where is the country you come from? Where would I go to find it? This had surprised me as a line of inquiry. After all, Angra had rarely shown interest in anywhere other than his hovel, but I suppose the luring curiosity of the outside world had opened his eyes. It's mostwards of the bowl, and from here you have to go a little anorn. Confusion awash once again. Mostwards? Anorn? Oh, sorry, I'd assumed we'd have the same words for them. What's the folk word for that way? I gestured norn, but unexpectedly, Angra was still just as confused as ever. That way? Well, it'd be called that way. Or know what else to call it. This time I joined Angra in befuddlement. No, I mean that... Wait, do you not have a word for cardinal points? Cardinal what? This was a heavy upset. I cannot believe I had spent months among these people, and not once did I consider the fact that cardinal directions hadn't even cropped up. I was even travelling, for goodness sake. Oh, astoundingly stupid of me, and now I had the entertaining task of trying to explain the concept of cardinal points to Angra. Oh well. At least it'll lead into a bit about the world, so you'd probably enjoy it. It's a rather befuddling thing to have to explain a quite rooted and seemingly normal concept to someone who has no knowledge of it. It's like trying to describe the colour to a blind person, or the complex narratives of flavour and spice to a rat. One would certainly struggle, if it were possible at all. After a good 10 minutes of umming and ahhing, I managed to land upon my first decent idea, explaining the origins of the directions, and, hopefully, by that, the actual idea of the directions themselves should fall naturally into place. Angra, I think I've got it. I turned to him, with a gleam in my eye and a piece of parchment rolled out on the table. Rolled out onto the table to allow me to draw a diagram to aid my explanations. Alright, you've got my attention. With that, he finished abusing the veg in the pot and laid the masher down next to the pot on the floor, turning towards me. So, okay, now bear with me. This might be a bit confusing at first, but it should all fall into place after I explain the whole of it. I paused for a moment, running my fingers through my now more scruffy than I would like beard. And that's a big, should, because it might also just fail to do so. Yawn. Angra nodded. Yep, alright, mouth shut, mind open, same as usual. He flashed a quick smirk and tapped his forehead as our casual signal. Right, so, you don't know this, but the world is a sphere, or a ball. And of course it has a top and a bottom, not the which is which really matters, it just has two specific bits on opposite sides. Anyway, not important. I could feel my natural skittish tendency to tangent bubbling up within me, and it took every ounce of self-restraint I held to stay on task. The top is a large mountain, the Norn. And resting at its peak is the Norn, a fallen star of some kind that caved in the mountain's peak once a great time ago, and now it sits there in its place. I glanced at Angra's face. He was stroking his chin, but thus far he seemed like he was taking things in properly. Good news. And on the opposite side of the world is a pool, known as the Anorn, because it's the opposite side of the Norn. There's not much special about it. It's quite a small pond, actually, but it does have a heavy flow of magical energy, much like the Norn. Angra squinted for a moment, and then nodded as if to reassure himself. Right, yes, sorry, so both are points from which magic flows. The Norn has magic flowing out, and the Anorn has magic flowing in. And that flow of magic goes around and through the whole world. Angra was about to speak, but caught himself, simply drumming his fingers across the table. Look, were you about to ask a question, Angra? He nodded and smiled again. You can read me too well, it seems. Look, does all magic come from the Norn? I was quite impressed by that question. I didn't expect him to understand the role of the Norn and Anorn so quickly. A very good question. No, not all magic comes from the Norn, just as not all magic flows into the Anorn, sorry. But a good proportion of it does. Probably just under half of all magic. He leant back, evidently pleased with himself. Fair enough, that makes sense. I began to draw my diagram, a crudely drawn circle with lines thrown from the top to the bottom, scoring it into segments like those of a citrus fruit. So you see these lines? Aye. Well, there's actually thousands of them, and they cover everything, and they also go through the middle of the world as well. This time he looked at me confused, but I held up my hand to stop him. Give me a second. Do you have any string or wire here? I had a sudden surge of memory from where I myself had learnt this as a lad, and decided to employ my old teacher's famous method of demonstration, running string through his balled fist to show the continuous flow of magic. After I demonstrated this to Angra, he laughed. Oh, so it's not thousands of lines, it's just one really long one. It seemed like he had a better grasp of this idea than I would ever have accredited him for. Bloody hell, he got that better than I did when I was younger. Oh, well, you're probably a better teacher than you had. I blushed slightly at that. I've rarely been called a good teacher, even back during my professorship days. Most people regarded my work as nonsense, so this was a very pleasant change of pace. Well, yes. Anyway, so you understand the concept of magic flow now, from the Norn to the Anorn. Well, the first two directions are Norn, which always faces the direction the magic flows out of the Norn, and Anorn, which is the opposite direction. With this, Angra slowly nodded. I think I get it. Good. Well, the other two directions are a bit harder. They run perpendicular to the flow of magic. Wait, shit. They flow like this. I drew a set of perpendicular lines across my diagram to demonstrate to Angra. So these lines don't actually flow according to any specific flow. They are instead due to magical resistance, which is to say, when you force a magical conduit to travel this way, I demonstrated by tracing my finger along the lines going left, you generate the least resistance, hence it is referred to as leastwards. And when you force a magic conduit this way, again tracing my finger along the lines but this time to the right, you generate the most magical resistance, and as such it is called mostwards. I looked once more at Angra, but this time I saw I had lost him completely. Bugger. Right, one more diagram. I drew another What the fuck? Let me reword this quickly. I drew another hastily...
This is why we edit, folks. This is why you edit.
I hate to say this, but I'm probably gonna need to go soon because something's just come up.
Oh, I'm like right near the end.
Let's wrap this up.
Okay. I drew another hastily assembled circle, and this time denoted upon it 4 letters: N, M, A, and L. One on each quarter going clockwise. Right. So the N is the Norn, and A is Anorn, M is mostwards, and L is leastwards. These directions are called the cardinal directions because no matter where you are, they always face the same way. And this means they are useful for people who want to navigate long distances. This time, Angry simply stared, waiting for my next clarifying statement. So, if the bowl is here, I drew a smaller circle on my first diagram, then my country is here. I drew a dot on the diagram denoting the presence of my home. Finally, Angry decided to speak up once more. Sorry, mate, you've lost me. Oh, bugger. Yeah, there you go. That's where I'm up to.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
The
Honestly,
fans will
I'm
like
just.
that.
Can I just say?
You may, obviously.
Your fucking magic system that you've come up for this shit is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Motherfucker actually...
Like, the way you explain...
Motherfucker heard the word world building and went, bet. And just built a world.
Like the least and most Honestly, when you finish this book, I wanna fucking read the shit out of this because I'm
gonna actively ask you. Do not give me a free copy. I'm buying a copy.
No, I'm gonna buy a copy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a copy. Jesus.
Also, obviously, we'll fucking say, hey, in stores now when it happens.
I hope it happens because my God,
I'd need to go to a publishing company, wouldn't I?
I'm just gonna say when. I'm not even gonna say if. I'm skipping the if at this point. It's a when for me.
Yeah, okay. Well, I plan on sticking with the project. I genuinely plan on...
I'm manifesting a non-shit publisher for you in the future.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't really know how applying to publishers works or anything like that. But
fuck if I know. Fuck if I know.
I would like to.
I don't really remember how it works, but I did know at one point. But I'm
so I just have to look into it once I finish the book.
You'll figure it out.
Hey, bare minimum. You know, we know at least the fans like it. We know at least the fans. Yeah. You've got nearly 1,000 prospective buyers.
Yeah, well, everybody I've read it to says it's really good. My friend Louis, who I work with, he really liked it as well.
Yeah, shit's good. Shit is quality, my friend. Well,
yeah,
it's about time we wrap this episode up. So, if you liked this video, hit that like button. If you very much like this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. We upload episodes of Reading Homestuck every Monday or Tuesday, depending on your time zone, and we upload other things on Thursdays or Fridays, again, depending on your time zone. Other things, like the Trollsona video from before. We're getting a potential date lined up for a second one of those. You know? Old faces, new faces, you'll see. No spoilers. You can also follow me on Tumblr, where I do stuff sometimes. I'm very good at advertising my Tumblr. You can also follow June on Tumblr and on Instagram. June?
Yeah, you can follow me. I'm trying... Bro. My fucking deadlines are beating me in the fucking... They are beating the shit out of me, which is why I have not fucking uploaded.
They're beating your ass in the university.
It also doesn't help that a certain fucking game is now a thing I play, and I'm in that phase where I'm like, I have to play it, because I'm enjoying myself, and I have to make the most out of it. I'm not telling you what game that is, but Alex knows, and he's already made fun of me for it. So, we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Anyway.
And you can also follow Arthur on Twitch. Arthur.
I stream weekly-ish. It's kind of when my days off are. And I stream in the evenings.
What are you thinking of streaming next time around? Or this time, whenever?
I'm probably gonna finish Ultra Kill. I'll probably just go through all of that. And then once I've finished Ultra Kill, I'm definitely gonna do a Amori. The only reason I didn't do Amori next is just because my progress was fucked. Or I might do the genocide route of Deltarune, just as in between Ultra Kill and Amori.
Indeed. And with that, I think we're done here. So we will see you in the next video. Later.
Bye-bye.
I thought you were going to say bye.
Bye.
There we go.